Welcome to the first meditation of this year, Monday meditation. And for those of you who might not know me, watching the recording later, I'm Emma Rowena. I am a musician, but also an intuitive and a guide. And I have been doing these meditations for a few months now, and I've started up again this year with a new intention. Because this Christmas and New Year celebration and holiday, I have been diving into some very, very exciting and interesting perspectives on the big question, who are we? Why are we here? What's going on? And I realized that there is a story being told in our world, both individually and also collectively, that I do not necessarily want to be a part of so much anymore. And it is the story of all the violence and all the anger and everything that's going on that we hear so much about in our collective, and that many of us also bring upon ourselves in a story of self-loathing, maybe, or of not having been shown how to discover and hold our own worth. And I would like to contribute to shifting this narrative, this story. So changing the narrative, that's my overarching light or guidance for this series as we start again in this new year, 2025. Because I would like to take part in sharing all the other stuff that we also have in our world. I'm not denying that there are things that we carry within and there are in the world that are disruptive and painful. And we need to accept and we need to acknowledge all of that in order to shift it or work with it or heal it. But I would like to share more of the good stuff out there and the good stuff that we all carry within. Because we do, because we come from a good place. We come from creation. We come from a place of love. Our essence holds love and light. Now, we also have darkness in our world and within. Sometimes we connect mostly to the darkness, but the darkness is there so that we can see this light and connect to the light. And it's also there so that we can create. So the contrast between the light and dark allows us to create and to manifest and to materialize whatever it is that we wish to bring forward through the light. So the darkness is actually a good thing when it is in balance with the light. So I wish to share good stories, uplifting stories, stories of hope and love. And then also to acknowledge that there is a space in us that sometimes we think is dangerous and disruptive because it isn't as light or bright as we want it to be, but acknowledge and hold that as actually something that is part of us that is good. And it's safe to go there. And to bring the light into that so that we have the balance within. Now, I have been listening to Matthias de Stefano lately, and he has some very interesting perspectives on this world and the universe. If you're interested in checking it out, some of it may seem very far out, but it resonates very, very strongly within me. So I will bring forward whatever it is that I carry and take away from what he shares into my work and make it my perspective from it. And you have to carry your perspective into your lives. As Matthias de Stefano says, he only holds a slither of the truth, as we all do. But we all hold a core, an essence, and we call it the heart, the center of our being, which from which we radiate, from which we create, from which we build our body, from which we shine, love, and sometimes feel more painful emotions. And Emotions are sources of information to us. They tell us whether we're in balance or not. They tell us whether there's an opportunity to react and to expand or evolve. Now, conflict is often or usually a very, very powerful source of evolvement and expansion if we manage to wonder at what this might bring. And I know very often when we're in the middle of it, it's really hard to do. And sometimes it takes time and we can be on the other side before we can see, that's why that happened. But when we learn to come back to who we are, to our essence, to listening within, then we will also discover our own tools, our colors, our tones, our truth that we can employ in bringing forward our evolvement and bringing forward our growth, our enlightenment, which is really literally about bringing more light into our being or acknowledging the light more, and one of so I'll be looking at many aspects of us in these next months. The heart being the core, the body, the mind, our intuition, our intuitive abilities, our connection to the divine, our higher wisdom, as well as the inner wisdom. Each and every one of us is one aspect of the whole. And it's a very, very important aspect. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So you hold a very important piece of the whole puzzle. You have your own very important speck of the spectrum of the light, if you like, and finding that and discovering what that means. You are a cell in the whole. You have your job, your work to do for this world, and this is what Matthias de Stefano talks a lot about, which I found very, very beautiful and powerful. If we listen within, we can find those nuances and those timbres and those colors and that those qualities within ourselves that can help us to acknowledge and define and discover what our job is, if you like, in the whole. Some people are leaders, some people are administrators, logistics, creators, um, teachers, um, memory cells, if you like cells in the body. We all have our own place, and every place is valuable. Every place is beautiful. So I would like to today just help you to tune in and see if we can discover a little bit of that information in our hearts and listen and find a little bit of that truth that is ours, that is yours, your colors. And as we do this, you will start to discover more and more about your place, if you like, or your mission, if you like, or your purpose, we call it sometimes. But always remembering that you're part of a whole. We're all together in this. And that is the narrative I would like to bring forward, is that we are all valuable parts of a whole. We're all unique parts, but we're all together. And helping to connect people to this awareness and to discovering their unique stories and valuing that within, changing the narrative for yourselves so that you, rather than trying to be somebody else or discarding that which is you in order to be something that somebody told you you needed to be because we're in a culture or a story or family, but valuing and acknowledging that which is uniquely you so that you can move forward in an authentic way for yourself and for the world. And then also change the narrative that for the world, how we together have so much power and so much beauty to share in order to move this world forward in an evolvement towards more wisdom, um, more light, love, compassion, and acknowledgement of the contrasts as well. I find before I start and before we get into the meditation, wondering asking questions, and I've spoken about this before, with curiosity about who are we, who am I? And this is what we're going to bring into the meditation. Who am I? What's my color? What's my sensation? Is a beautiful way of coming close to you, to your center. We'll bring the earth into the whole and the divine, the higher perspective, the light and the darkness, and can connect to these in our center, in our heart. Bring them together like a yin and yang, making our hearts the center of our creative forces and beings, and center of love. Go with your own images through the meditation. I will share the guidance that comes to me, and I will guide you through it. Listen to the words, but if your images are different from what I'm putting forward, trust them. They're your images, they're your truth, your perspective to the truth, to the whole. And that is uniquely valuable. It is the only way you can listen to yourself, is by accepting and honoring your images, your words, your sounds, whatever it is that comes to you. So this is the first gift I give to you, or task I give to you, is to trust your way of doing this. So with all that said, I ask you now to gently close your eyes and sense what your body is doing. Is it feeling comfortable? Are you resting? Are you able to relax and rest? Do you need to lie down? Sit somewhere else? Can you be in quiet for a moment? Take a deep breath, simply for yourself, in your own tempo, your own way. Breathe in deeply and softly and gently, and allow the air to fill your body. And let go. Breathe in through your nose again in your own tempo. And when you've inhaled, hold it a little bit, just observing what it feels like to hold your breath in and allow the air to fill your body. And breathe out, releasing the old air out into the world. Breathe in again, beautiful, fresh energy, light, love, whatever it feels like for you. Hold it and allow it to permeate through your entire body, and breathe out again, letting go of tension, worry, confusion, and allow your breath to find its own rhythm. Observe the rhythm. And as you observe, do you feel the need to change it or do something with it? Just observe. Can you let go of that need to control your breath? Can you allow your breath to lead you? Your body knows exactly what it needs, exactly how it wants to breathe. See if you can be the follower, and your breath is the leader in this instance. See if you can observe the wave of your breath, breathing in, breathing out in your tempo. And as you do so, see if you can relax your tummy, relax your hips, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax all the beautiful muscles in your back, your spine. Relax your arms and let your breath do its own thing. Relax your legs, your feet, your hands. Relax your head. Simply relax your entire body. Simply be in this moment. gently, softly. Imagine you can open your mind to whatever comes, receiving whatever information that comes to you, relaxing your two hemispheres, opening them up to the wisdom and the gifts that are given to you in this meditation, this visualization or activation. Open your mind with wonder. I wonder what will come to me today. See if you can open up down through your throat, all the way down into your heart, softening and opening up the connection between your heart center and your mind through your throat. See if you can open up and soften your connection from your heart center down through your entire torso, your solar plexus, your navel center, and into your pelvis and your hip center. And I'd like you to imagine that you're traveling through space. You're out beyond the earth, moving through the darkness of space, and you know that it's safe. Because in this darkness, you are given the opportunity to see the stars, the specks of light all around. And you're moving in through this vast darkness, and it's soft and it's gentle and it's kind. And imagine that you've set your eyes on one speck of light specifically, knowing that this speck of light is the mirror of your heart, the center of your heart. And as you travel through the darkness, this softness, towards this speck of light, you're coming forever closer to the center of the universe, the center of you. Don't worry if it's too complex for your mind to understand. Let your mind be open and be curious. Use your imagination. Travel through towards this speck of light and observe how it gets bigger as you get closer to it. And observe if you can start to see some colors, movement, shapes in this light. What color comes to mind first? What colors? Maybe you can see all the colors. Maybe there's one prominent color, one dominant color, maybe two. And feel how you're drawn towards these colors. How you can feel the resonance of these colors in your heart. Maybe there's even a sound that comes to you, one tone or harmony, a cluster of sounds, a melody, rhythm. Your rhythm, your sound, your song. Maybe there's a shape. Maybe you're starting to see some sort of a form. Maybe it's a drop of gold or a crystal or simply a sphere. Maybe it's showing itself like the sun. Whatever it is, come closer to this light as it starts to reveal itself to you, reveal its nature, its essence. Come as close as you can dare to come, without feeling that you're losing sight of it. Observe, how big is it now? How close are you? Can you feel the warmth, or is it neutral? Maybe it's cool. Maybe it's both. Now imagine that you can bring this light, no matter how big it is, you can bring it into the center of your heart. As you are igniting your own heart, connecting to the wisdom in your own heart, the reflection of this mirror out in the universe. And imagine that you can feel this light in you. You can sense it. You can sense the qualities. Maybe you can hear the sounds even stronger, or feel the colors. Maybe there's another symbol, or maybe the symbols get stronger, or maybe you just feel something or just know something. Know who you are. What is this heart center showing you? Can you feel the familiarity? How it's your home, your essence? Imagine you can sense or see that there are some obstructions that are stopping you from observing or being with this heart in your daily human life. Maybe they take shape of a net, maybe there's a door, maybe there's simply a shadow or a string or a rod, whatever it is. Okay, that's why I've lost my heart. Whatever it is, ask it if it can leave. If it came forward now, it's because you're ready to let it go, whatever it is. And it might even tell you what it signifies in your life. Maybe there's a trauma, maybe there's a story, a belief system, someone else's story about you. Maybe there's old history. Maybe there's just a little comment that somebody said that you took at heart. Observe as this structure starts to dissipate, to evaporate out into the air, beyond you, beyond your being, your essence. You are ready now. You can let it go, whatever it is. Observe, wonder. What does it feel like when you allow yourself to let go of an old obstruction to being you, your unique, authentic you, your essence? Can you feel anything shifting? Anything opening up, softening? Maybe a new color comes forward, a new sound, a new sensation. Maybe your body has a reaction. That's beautiful. Allow it to. It's a release. Or maybe you're simply in quiet. Trust yourself. I would like you now to wonder and ask your heart center if there is anything it wants to show you right now that can help you to be forever stronger in your connection with your true self, your unique aspect of the whole, your colors, your light, your love, your being. You can bring forward the answer, if you like, in front of you. Ask your heart to portray an image or a color or a sound out in front of you, or you can simply know within. Receive with your open mind whatever comes to you. The mind is open and curious. What is your truth about who you truly are and your beautiful worth and value and your unique qualities, your unique place in the world in this moment, your gifts? And try to connect to the knowing, the sensation of being you. Familiar feeling of who you are that is always there behind any confusion or disbelief or disruptive belief. There is always this essence of yours that you know it is you. Recognize it. Can you feel the vibration of it? Can you sense who you are in essence, in whatever way that comes to you? Maybe you feel some shivers as you're getting closer to this essence. That's just your body letting go of some more layers. It's beautiful. Allow your heart to show you whatever it needs to show you, and take that back to your heart, holding it within you, knowing it as your truth, no matter what other people say or what happens in your life. This is your true story. Whether it's clear for you or not, whether you can understand or not, whether it's abstract or something more concrete for you, just receive. Hold it in your heart. I'd like you now to imagine that you are looking from your heart out beyond you, beyond your body, out into the world. And imagine you're rising up above your body, lifting your gaze to above the earth, looking down. And imagine, use your imagination, go with the images. Imagine you can see your little speck all the way down there in the middle of it all. And you can see this quality or color or sound that is you amidst it all. And you are shining bright because you're allowing yourself to come forward. And maybe you can see some other shining lights around the world, around the earth. Maybe you can see some specks of light, maybe some radiant souls that have managed to bring forward their light, and know that you are connecting to each and every one. You are connected to them all. And as you shine and open your heart, they will feel you, and they will recognize you, and they will love you, and you will love them, knowing that we are all part of the whole. We are together. And imagine that you can see or sense or know the radiance of the earth that all these souls are on, and you can feel her beauty and power and wisdom and her love for all that is. And you can love her back. Grateful for the opportunity to explore, to sense and feel, smell, discover, grow, wonder, connect. Bring yourself back now into your own human body. Come back down into your heart. Feel the space you're in, the time you're in. Know that you're here to explore and love the opportunity. See if you can feel the beauty of having been given and chosen this opportunity to be here and to discover and to work together and to explore together, to expand, to learn, to wonder, to evolve, to smell, taste, touch, hear, see, move. You can gently start to move whichever part of your body wants to move first. Then maybe another part of your body wants to move. Feel the movement in your body. Love that movement. Wonder at it. Wow, you can move and feel your body. Feel your breath, the air around you, your clothes, the surface of your bed or chair or floor. In your own time, gently open your eyes, look around, wonder at what you're seeing. Observe. And I welcome you to embrace the intention of bringing this wonder forward into your life today, tomorrow, and every day. Thank you for joining me, for being here. Many, many blessings. I hope to see you again.